I once watched a senior admin burn half a morning during a domain controller cleanup because his helper functions were missing. Same username, same repo, new laptop. In PowerShell 7, his prompt was clean. In Windows PowerShell 5.1, the function existed. He kept blaming module paths, permissions, even antivirus. The fix was boring. He was editing one PowerShell profile and launching another shell. That is the kind of tiny mismatch that turns a 5-minute admin task into a ticket pred. The naive way is to open a shell and manually paste whatever you need today: a function for event logs, an alias for your ticket export folder, a default parameter, maybe an import module line. That works once. At fleet scale, it collapses. Every admin has a slightly different console. The jump box differs from the laptop. The laptop differs from the privileged access workstation. During an incident, somebody says, "Run the standard command," and nobody agrees what standard means. GUI shortcuts and memory are not configuration management. If your shell matters to daily operations, it deserves a repeatable startup file. $profile is just a path to a PowerShell script that runs when the host starts. Not magic, not a database, a script. By default, when people say the profile, they usually mean current user, current host, your profile for this user and this host, such as the console host. PowerShell also supports all users, all hosts, and combinations of those. The profile is where I put small functions, safe defaults, shortcuts, and module imports that I want every session to have. My opinion, a profile should make you faster, but it must stay readable enough that another admin can fix it at 2 a.m. Start by checking what shell you are in with $PSVersionTable.PSVersion. Then run $profile pay select object star to see the profile paths PowerShell knows about. Test the current one with test path $profile. If it does not exist, create it with new item-ItemType file-path $profile-force. Open it with notepad $profile, or use Visual Studio Code with code $profile, if that is installed. Add one simple line first, maybe set location $home, save it, and reload with $profile. That dot sources the file into your current session, so you do not have to close the console just to test a change. Here is a practical help desk scenario. Your team supports 50 servers, and everyone needs the same helper function to search recent service failures. Put that function in a team profile script stored in source control. Deploy a local copy to each admin workstation, for example, under c:/programdata/admin tool/teamprofile.ps1, using your normal endpoint management tool or assigned installer. Then each admin's personal $profile contains one line that dot sources that local file. Now new admins get the standard functions. Old admins stop passing stale snippets in chat, and incident commands match the runbook. Notice the key detail: the profile uses a local cached file, not a network share at launch. The biggest gotcha: PowerShell 7 and Windows PowerShell 5.1 keep separate profile folders. PowerShell 7 normally uses Documents PowerShell. Windows PowerShell 5.1 uses Documents Windows PowerShell. So yes, your profile can look like it disappeared when you switched shells. Another bite: profiles are scripts, so execution policy and file blocking still matter. If you download a profile from the internet, remote signed may block it until the Zane marker is removed or the script is signed. Keep startup fast. No web calls, no domain controller queries, no package updates, no slow network drives. And never hide destructive behavior in a profile. A profile should prepare the shell, not surprise the admin. Profiles sit right between basic shell comfort and real administration. Once you understand the object pipeline, you start building helper functions that return objects, not text. Once you work with Active Directory, group policy, event logs, and auditing, you want repeatable commands ready without hunting through notes. Later, you will package those helpers as modules, sign scripts, publish internal tooling, and control versions. The profile is the first lightweight step in that direction. It is also a culture signal. If every admin starts from a different toolbox, your automation story is already weak. Try this on your own workstation or a test virtual machine, not a production server. First, open PowerShell 7 and run $profile, select object. Then open Windows PowerShell 5.1 and run the same command. Compare the paths. Next, run new item-type file, path $profile, force, what if, so you can see what would be created. If you are comfortable, remove -whatif and create it. Add a harmless function named getMyShellInfo that returns $PSVersionTable.PSVersion and $hostname. Reload with $profile. Open a new shell and confirm the function is already there. 3 beats to remember. First, $profile is a startup script, so treat it like real code. Second, PowerShell 7 and Windows PowerShell 5.1 use different profile files, which explains a lot of missing function mysteries. Third, the best profiles are fast, local, boring, and shared where it makes sense. Use them for functions, defaults, and shortcuts, not hidden side effects. Tomorrow we keep building the foundations that turn one-off commands into reliable administration. New PowerShell episode daily on this channel, from first command to fleet automation.